Draw. Got him. Sniped. Absolutely sniped. Beautiful sniper shot right there, guys. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. I'm going to say a word. Fairies. Pixies, even. And you're going to say, oh, Jay, not that. Nope, it's not that. Esper bounce, Dimir bounce, Orzhov bounce. I'm not doing it. I'm doing my own fairy. I'm going to kill them the old-fashioned way. By flying in and stabbing them and making them lose life. None of this crazy combo stuff. We are doing a fairies tempo discard with monument here. Fairies actually have a pretty good draw and discard scheme going on with a couple of other things that we can run. We could bring a pretty good, effective way of just draining somebody out and hitting them and giving them no option but to just die. So I actually really like this Dimir. Dimir Fairies is actually one of the sets that I like. And it's even better with some of the new stuff from AETHERDRIFT. So before we get down to this, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/ThatVillainJ for all live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Say hi, everyone, on Twitch and YouTube watching live right now. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live on either one of them. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of fun stuff on there, so you don't want to miss anything. Do that. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. We got Tarkir spoilers up there. We have deck help. We have everything you want. That's where the community is. And, of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, go right down to there, the AetherHub, and we will gladly get it for you. So, what are we talking about with the Dark Fae? First things first, we're going to need to play a couple of early Faes. Sleep Curse Fae is actually a very good player right now. Now, I know that Ward isn't as good anymore now that we have that silly card that's called Nowhere to Run. However, even if they don't have Nowhere to Run, they need Nowhere to Run to do it. A 3/3 that just puts a body on the floor comes in tapped with 3 stuns, so you have to unstun it. But you can manually unstun it to get the stuns off, and it also just counts as a body that will slowly build later. A 3/3 flying that you can later on kind of lay the trap and get everything down is really, really useful. Also, the fact that people don't realize you can untap this thing. I like to wait. This is going to be a little bit of a flash deck, too, so sometimes you need to wait to the end of your opponent's turn to play things, pop them in, or hit things, use your mana, and be conservative about how your mana works. We're also going to do 2 Fairy Dream Thieves. I don't think we want to overload the line on these guys right here. 1 black, 1/1. Whenever this creature enters, you surveil. Very useful to get what you need, to draw the cards that you need. And, of course, you can exile it. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, which is extremely useful as well as an emergency card draw. It's also a nice fairy to hit in early on. We're going to talk about that later. That's going to be a counter spell. But removal package. Actually, we could talk about it right now. So, removal package. Those are going to be our 1-drops right there. We're going to start a little slow. 2, as you can see, 2 is really where we live here. Removals, I'm going to go with 3 long goodbyes and 3 bitter triumphs. I actually might go with more bitter triumphs. I might go with a grand total of 4 because of the discard thing. However, I was running into a lot of... you're going to see that stupid thing a lot. What's it called? Sheltered by Ghost, which has Ward on it. So this thing cannot be countered, including by the Ward ability, destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. This will pop your warded guys early in the game. Now, it can't get your big ones, but at instant speed, it can slow down aggro, which we do really want to. Aggro is going to eat us up. If they're running in at us really aggressively here, aggro is going to eat us up. So long goodbye is very useful for that effect right there, especially when they're not expecting. They play, shelter, and they go, haha, I got you now, and then you immediately you snap them out. Very useful. Bitter Triumph, I do want this one because what I want to do is discard a card. That, of course, is going to have the synergy that we want with Monument to Endurance. Being able to instantly discard a card can actually win you the game. It can kill your opponent or give you any other kind of advantage that you want. So this targets it play 3 life in a pinch if you don't have the discard, or you can destroy creature planeswalker. So those are going to be the removals that we're going to do. They obviously have good synergy and anti-meta effects on top of everything else. Counterspells. I'm going with 4 Spell Stutters. You don't realize how good this card is middle to late game. Early to middle game. Slow your opponent down. Again, this is not a control deck. We are not trying to prevent everything from happening. We're not trying to destroy everything. We're not trying to counter everything. We're trying to slow them the hell down. Break some of those combos up that are going crazy. People are playing on autopilot right now. They're playing Pixie Bounce and Esper Bounce and stuff, and they're just not even, they're just throwing cards. They're throwing moves to throw moves. Spell Stunner is an interesting one because it's 1 blue and 1. It's counter target spell, and unless they pay 2, which is good because if they've tapped out all their mana, usually, you know, unless they have like 7 mana on the board, you could even stop big hits. And then you get an additional 1 for each fairy you control. Well, we control quite a few fairies, 3 or 4 fairies. All of a sudden, they have to pay 4, 5, 6 mana to get through. Very, very useful instant right there. I really like Spell Stutter. Really solid tempo card right there. The other one that we're going to run, I am going to run some 3 steps ahead. I'm not crazy about 3 steps. I'm not like Mr. 3 steps who's nuts. It just has a lot of other utilities in this aside from counterspelling. You may want to use this not as a counterspell. You may want to run it with Monument to Endurance. It actually runs really well with Monument to Endurance because you could pay 1 blue, create a copy, create a token that's a copy of an artifact. You create a copy of that, and then draw 2 cards and discard a card, and then you get double the discard effect off of your 2 monuments that you hit. So even though we have 3 steps ahead, has that variables that we can do counterspell, artifact copy, or draw and discard. All of those are very, very good synergies with everything that we're running in this deck right here, including the counter, but everything else as well. We can pull off some cool combat tricks and gain and drain effects, or just drain effects with 3 steps ahead. So we're going to be running those. Creatures. What are we talking about on the creatures here? I'm going to go with 3 Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel right here. Very interesting to see a male siren. Sirens generally are female, but this one, I guess you have to have male sirens too. Not everyone likes the same thing, you know what I mean? 1 blue and 1, 2/1 flying and flash. I really like that he can flash in. I like to play him as a surprise. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on him. Draw a card, then discard. Again, we're going back to Monument to Endurance. If you have 4 or more chorus counters on him, you can pay discarded cards without paying their mana cost. Very, very useful. So the trick is we want to do the draw and discard effect every single turn. We want to do that because we want to drain them out and hit the multiple effects on that. So that is why we're going to be running that. Really good card right there. Another great flyer. We're also going to be going with Obira, Dreaming Duelist. This is another way of draining life out of our opponent. This is another flash, 1 black, 1 white. 1 white, 1 black, 1 blue, 2/2 flash flying fairy warrior. Whenever another fairy enters, each opponent loses 1 life. So if you get her down and then start playing 3 or 4 fairies, you're draining a lot of life. That adds up. Every turn playing 1 or 2 fairies, ping, 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 you know, adding up, especially when you're hitting the monument on top of that and draining life off of every discard you're running, things start to get kind of gnarly. They start to kind of hurt after a while. We're slowly withering them out right there. We're also going to go with 3 Proph's Eidetic Memory. 1 blue and 1 legendary enchantment. When it enters, you draw a card. You have no maximum hand size at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you've drawn more than 1 card a turn, put X 1/1 counters in target creature, where X is the number of cards you've drawn. So we draw extra cards before combat. We have a way of doing that, either with Kiora. We could definitely do it with 2 steps ahead. We could do it with Fairy Dream Thief, or even with Monument to Endurance. We could play Bitter Triumph, draw a card with Monument to Endurance, and then that Prophs goes off. So he gets a draw, and he pumps everyone that's going in. And again, if you're making bigger flyers that are hitting harder, you're going to be running really good right there. Legendary enchantment, you can't play too many of them, but it's good enough to get that extra card draw that you need. So Monument, you've heard me referring to this a lot. I'm sure you know what Monument it is. Loss is not the end of the journey. Very good, very wise wisdom right here from a magic card. Three mana artifact. Whenever you discard, choose one that has not been chosen yet. Draw a card, create a treasure token, or each opponent loses 3 life. All 3 of those options are amazing. We're either ramping, forcing life loss for 3, which is really good, or drawing a card. Again, drawing a card feeds into more cards for us and pumps profs, or we can just do life loss each time. The life loss is kind of the main way that we're going to hurt our opponent here. How are we going to stack that on itself again and again and again? I've got a trick for you. What we're going to do with that is we're going to run Talion's Messenger. This is the way that you steady get life loss on people. Talion's Messenger is 1 blue and 2 1/3 Fairy Noble flying. Whenever you attack with one or more fairies, draw and discard. So all you need to do to trigger Monument is have Talions and swing. Have Talions, have Monument, and swing. You draw and discard, and whenever you discard this way, put a 1/1 counter on fairy you control. So not only are you pumping a fairy that's going in, maybe turning this into a 4/4 flying, which is a nice hit, you're also forcing them to lose 3 life and have to deal with your flyer coming in to hit them. So it's got a real nice synergy on that. So Monument is going to be the biggest hit to this one to really improve this deck. Talion, really good. I've really liked Talion as a fairy. It's just a solid card. The fact that you can constantly cycle through cards is just so useful. Like, you know, oh, we don't need removal, we need counter spells. Sure, we'll just dump our removals, grab counter spells. The fact that we're always able to do that every turn and get benefits and bonuses off of it, even extra cards or life loss, is just so useful. Really, really cool stuff right there. Kiora, the Rising Tide. We haven't found a shell for her, and I found a good spot for her right here. 1 blue and 2 3/2 legendary creature, Merfolk Noble. Very cool stuff. Is this a noble? Yeah, we have quite a few nobles in this deck. Kiora, she fits in with the fairies, and she's great, and she's just thick as hell, and she's a 3/2 Merfolk Noble. Whenever Kiora enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. This synergizes very perfectly with Prof's Eidetic Memory. He's going to give you +2/+2 when you draw, and then Monument to Endurance on top of that. You can discard, get a treasure token, draw another one, or lose 3 life on that. Then you have the Threshold. Whenever Kiora attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create a Scion of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 octopus creature token. I think he's an 8/8 octopus because he's an octopus, and octopuses have 8 legs, so that only makes sense that he would be a big stompy 8/8 that surprises people out of nowhere. So she makes an octopus. She helps you draw and discard, which feeds into everything else that we're doing. She rounds it out very nicely because if Kiora is good at one thing, it's rounding things out. So that's what we're looking at right there. Creatures 19, fairies, merfolks, nobles. Believe it or not, it's a fairy noble deck. Look at that. Pirates, sirens, wizards, warlocks, and wizards. Warriors, warlocks, wizards. 12 instants, 4 artifacts, 3 enchantments, 23 lands out of 21. Definitely need to hit the lands we want. Pretty even balance of creature and non-creature. Sorry, it's not an alchemy deck. It is standard. It's just rotation proof. That's why I put the alchemy tag on there, is to make sure that it's rotation proof. Kind of have to start thinking about rotation, especially if you're a new player. You may not want to invest in stuff that's going to be gone in like August or September. It's already March, so we're thinking 4 or 5 months ahead here, but that's what we're looking at. For my best of 3 boys from a sideboard, Chart of Course is not bad if you want to draw and discard. Duelist of the Mind's not bad. He's not a fairy, but he does fit very well into this. Refute is another great counterspell in case you don't have the cash to run 3 steps ahead, because that is draw and discard and counter all right there, and you have an angry owl looking at you, and that's kind of funny. Steam Core Scholars are really good stuff right there. That draw 2 and then discard 2. You can purposely discard 2 to make sure you get your monument off. Withering Torment, of course, is useful to rip off a enchantment. And I'm not going to be mad at Rankle's Prank. It fits the theme because Rankle is a fairy. You can make each person discard 2 cards, each person lose 4 life, and sacrifice 2 creatures. I like to choose everyone discards and everyone loses 4. If you have a monument, they lose 7 life, which is extremely cool. I really like that, which is really fun. You discard yourself, you make everyone lose 4, and you make them lose more off that. So Rankle's Prankle is something to think about. Yeah, it does certainly fit. It's also a great way, if you don't have any creatures on the board, you can make them sacrifice their whole side. So good stuff right there. Consider it. Like I said, put your removals how you want them, put them how you want, and choose your counter spells how you want. This is how we're going to be running it. Dark Fae, Draw, discard, craziness, tempo. Here we go. Let's get into it. We're gonna be getting into some. We're gonna be some ranked games here. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's go. Hillbilly, I saw you shaved all your hair off, man. That's crazy. I didn't expect that. I saw that in the thumbnail. I was watching a thing and I was like, oh shit. Looks like a gangster now. Scry, I do need that black mana. Perfect. Put that down. Okay, land. Perfect. Italian's Messenger. I'm kind of waiting here. I'm going to wait and maybe hit him with something else. I don't like that he's got some garbage coming out here. So, Unstoppable Slasher. You can just go in the trash. You don't need to be around. Draw. Discard. Boom. Very nice. Sleep Curse Fae is extremely useful in this sacrifice 2 creatures. Ooh. In this day and age, it's very useful. Bitter Triumph. Get rid of that. Boom. Okay. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. Discard a card. We don't need Cavern of Souls. We do need to pump, though. Pop, pop. We have a Spell Stutter and a Bitter Triumph, so we're pretty good on the grab here. I want him to play that. This. We're gonna pay 3 life. Die. Now he's gonna try to grab something from us here. He's gonna try to knock us out in some way. Otherwise, he's just gonna lose. So you have some sort of play here to kind of stop me from beating him dead. Beating him dead. Oh my goodness, it's Dirt Nymph, aka Dirt McGirt. It is a mudslide. A delicious mudslide. Right as we be. Hi, I'm Dirt McGirt. Let me give you the shout out. You know what's funny is that, I was thinking about it, Dirt Nymph. We came up together. Like, we almost started almost the exact same time, didn't we? I feel like we did. How long you been doing this? Oh, thank you. Well, that's very sweet of you. Yep, that's right when I started. Our channels grew at about the same pace on Twitch. That's what I thought, because I remember when we both had like 600 followers. We were raiding each other. That's part of the reason I raided you, is I was like, oh, this channel's about my size. And we about grew at the same time together. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's great. Dirt McGirt, OG villain status. That's what I'm trying to say there. Good stuff. All right. I like the flash. I like the counter spells. I know I don't usually play this control-y, guys, but, a man has to do what a man has to do at a certain point, bros. I can't Oh yeah. Well, it's a late night thing. Yeah, it's definitely a. He's gonna play removal on that. No? Okay. We're gonna play this. We're gonna go in. What's he gonna run on me? Boom. I got too many fucking removals. I draw that. I get rid of that. Boom. Picklock Prankster. Size Queen. Yikes. Welcome, David Salazar. Night Villain has become a member. Abola's Awakening. He's trying to do something, man. I don't like what he's trying to do. Whatever he's trying to do, I don't like it. So we will put down Obira, Dead But Dreaming. He's got no more lies. He's going to refute that. Very good. That's fine with me, bro. Okay, we're going to go in there. Boom. Draw that. I think we will get rid of Dream Theater. Faerie there. Okay. Alright. They're going to run Chart, of course. They're trying to get that, silly eyeball out. Oh, no, they're trying to get the Omniscience out. Yeah, okay. That's what they're trying to do. There's double Spell Stutter for your convenience. So they're trying to get the Omniscience play. I've got what it takes to kill the Omniscience play, which I like. Draw. But you may play it without playing its mana cost. So we can discard 3 if there are 4 or more chorus counters. Okay, hold on a second. So if there's 4 or more, let's get rid of that and turn. We keep the double Spell Stutter because I know what he's going to want to do. We're going to try to fuck him up here real bad. He's 1,000 Year Storm he's trying to bring back. Alright, so he's going to run it. He's going to say, aha! Oh no, he's not. Oh, okay. Picklock Prankster, so we're going to hit you with the long goodbye. Boom. Hey, what's up, Aurealis? We'll pay 3 life. Monument to Endurance, it's a good card. We'll go in, ping him for 2, pop. If there are 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast the discarded card with a ping. So let's go for this, because we have 4 more. Get to pay that without paying its mana cost. We get to drop that, and then we get to do what we do. I know he's trying to Abuelos. This is standard. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me. Boom. Discard a card. Do that. We'll say each opponent loses 3 life. We'll do that. See, he's probably going to do it again. Picklock Prankster. Boom. Upgrading your precon. Thank you for following Captain Ninetails. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Do that. He's going to do Picklock Prankster. Kiora the Rising Tide. Boom. Draw. Discard 2 cards. Submit. Each opponent loses 3 life. And draw a card. Fucking land again. Discard a card. We're going to do that. We'll create a treasure token. Boom. Let's do this. Prof's Eidetic Memory. Down to 2. If he draws something amazing here, we're pretty fucked. We're down to the wire here. New to MTG, really got into Commander. Gave me a fish. He's looking for that Abuelo's Awakening. He's digging for it. And he's out of there. Very nice. Excellent. Good stuff. Stamina. Well, welcome, Captain Ninetails. I'm really into Commander, more casual. I love going through locals and finding bulks may or not be worth in any deck. Well, welcome. Welcome to Arena. We're actually playing Standard, the forgotten old style of Magic that doesn't exist anymore. Hey, what's up, Gobbler? Salazar, Rise a Knight, sir. Welcome. And I love hearing that, you know, and this is something that goes for you too. Omniralis. There we go, I got it. Goes for you too, Omniralis. I really like hearing people. I fell out of Magic, I haven't played in years, but now I'm getting back into it. Magic is something that's like always there for you. Like, you could stop playing Magic for 10 years and come back and be like, okay, let me get my sea legs again, you know? It's a fun way to get involved again, and there's always stuff going on. I started in 1994. So I've played for a while. Now, I haven't played every year since 1994. I've played a bunch of other crap in between them. I've come in and out. But I really started with Arena. I started back up, and I used to play Paper, and I do all kind of stuff. So I've been playing this pretty much my whole life, and I love that it's always kind of there for me to play when I want it to be. I really like that. So hopefully you like it too, and I hope you have a good time. All right, so we can either play reactively or proactively here. He is going to do Stormcatcher Mecha. Let's do this. Let's say discard a card. Let's do that. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do Profs. Let's hit him one time. Okay, maybe if we draw a land, we play Bitter Triumph and Profs. He's going to play Ribald Shanty on me there. Boom. Get me out there. Nice. Into the Ages, so he's going to do a him deck. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I love a mana. No, we didn't do the mana. We're going to do this. We're going to say discard a card. We're going to do that. We're going to say create a treasure token. Might have the removal here, Spell Pierce, unless it plays 2. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And we're gonna play you. Spell Pierce. Okay, very nice. He might have me here, because he had counter spells and he had a removal right off the rip, and I didn't have either of those. That's the problem. He's going to do Stormark Mentor. I need removal real bad. Or counter spells, and I don't know if I'm going to get them. I don't know if I'm going to get them. So we're going to do... Oh, perfect. Okay, so that works for me. We're going to play Spell Pierce. Non-creature spell. Okay, so... That's the problem. Instants and sorceries cost 1 less. So he could be cuffing a fucking counterspell right now. He could be cuffing a full-on counterspell right now, which he probably is. Oh, no, he isn't. Okay. He's going to bounce. Discard a card. Discard 2 cards. We'll discard that, and we'll discard that. And we'll go in for a 6-banger right there. Okay. Blue. It's a little low on spells here. He's got creatures, but he doesn't have that many spells. Starscream, Stormcatcher, Mentor. Gonna Ribald Shanty that out. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Probably has a counterspell or a removal. I don't know which one. We'll try this. Discard a card. We're going to discard you. That's going to pump. That's going to pump. We'll wait. We'll flash in an extra blocker here. Prophecydetic Memory. Might have him here, boys. Might have him here. He's going to draw a card. Yep, got him. Got him. He flooded a little bit too much there. He came in a little bit too greasy. A little bit too greasy for him. Okay. All right, we're feeling ourselves a little bit now, guys. Putting a little bit of hurt on him, laying him down a little bit. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Gobbler. Also, the EDH Rec website does help a lot. Which other TCs didn't like EDH Rec? Yeah, Magic is the oldest trading card game, the first trading card game, and they really do a good job. There's a lot of infrastructure here for Magic. There's a lot of available things for you to run with, so it's nice. Sleeper's Fae, I actually want that card. Okay, good. Okay, so he's doing that. I will put this down. I'm going to open with that. Boom. We might take off a sleep counter because he can't really do anything to me with it. And then we'll have a spell stutter ready to go. Man, y'all ripping in me tonight, huh? Damn. Okay, so we're going to keep the counter spells ready because they're going to try to do some bullshit. And we love when they do bullshit. We think it's hilarious when they do bullshit. We like to counterspell it. Boom. He's going to do nothing. Now we're waiting. There we go. He's going to him it. Untap. Boom. Pop. Boom. Pop. Should we go in on him? Let's go in on him. See what happens. Sleep Curse Fate, very useful with that ward early on, man. Hard to get rid of. We didn't need him to invest in something here. We need him to really fucking come with it. I don't care about getting pinged for one. That's not important. Okay. We're going to go in again. If he's not going to make any moves, I'm not going to make any moves. Fuck you. Ribald Shanty. You got to pay 2. Prowess goes up. Boom. You can pay for it, man. I'm going to make you pay for it. Your wife said she was being mean to you? Ribald Shanty. Should I counterspell that as well? Or should I let him hit the Shanty off? We'll just drown him out, bro. We'll just tax him. We're going to Phantom Tax Bro's views. Storm Chaser's Talent, very nice. Kiora the Rising Tide. We'll put this down. We'll put this down. We'll see what we can do here. He may fuck me up real bad. Okay, him to the Ages. Alright, I love a mana, as a matter of fact. I think I can run a Kiora. I think I can run a Kiora. And then I can run a... I don't want him to bounce that back. I know he wants to bounce it. I didn't know you made her do it. Hillbilly, hillbilly, hillbilly. Yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. Alright. So we're going to do this. Draw. We're going to make you get rid of a Talion's Messenger and a Proph's Eidetic Memory. I think that that's not necessary. Boom. We say each opponent loses 3 life. We say create. We'll say draw a card. Boom. We're going to do that. Withering Torment. You lose 2 life. Very nice. This could be a counterspell. Yes, free gold in the store today. Could be a counterspell, ladies and gentlemen. We do kind of need to have that happen. We're going to get rid of you. I'm going to cancel 3 steps ahead. You can't. You're not allowed to cast that. We got 2 1s right there. Surveil. We don't need that. You could run a Firestorm or something crazy. He could sweep me up here. I think he'll probably just activate his, yeah, I figured he was going to sweep me up. Took that out. We can make him lose 3 life. We just have to discard 2 more cards, and we can make him lose some life here. Okay, so that's good. Whatever he plays, I can hit him with Monument to Endurance. River Churn. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Return a sorcery. That's 2 steps ahead. It's a land, which I don't need. That is very bad. I needed creatures on the board. He's gonna mill me, mill me. That sucks. That Kiora would have won the game. Blue. So he's just going to go for the full mill right here. Long Goodbye, which is nothing. I need a creature on the board. Even if I don't target it, even if it's counterspelled, I need 1 creature on. I need him to put at least 1 creature down. Return to the Ages. Okay. And I can double discard and kill him 1 turn and then another turn. Even if he counterspells it, because part of my casting cost is discarding a card, so. This town ain't big enough. That's not really that. Well, yeah, no, that's bad. Yeah, no, he's got too much now. He's built. He's built up. Let's do this. He's got the bounce. Yeah, I think he's got too much shit. He's got way too much shit. Because he won't let me, he won't ever let me hit this on the board. He'll hold that for the whole game. He'll hold that forever. Yeah, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Yeah, he'll hold that forever. And I don't know why I'm not getting any more of them. I have a 9% chance, but I'm apparently not going to draw it. So he's never going to go without being able to counterspell, and I'm never going to go without having that. The only way that I can get it, I got to draw my last spell stutter. I got to draw my last spell stutter, or he has to full commit to the board. But he's just going to sit there and do nothing. Let's put down Italians just for the hell of it. I can't believe he used that. Let's see if he's got another one. Let's check him. This is the counter check right here. He had it. He can bounce it back, though, with this town ain't big enough. He'll probably use River Churn Monument and bounce it back. He'll exhaust and then bounce it back, both of our things. and then he can mill me and then mill me again. So he's got the win con. Oh, he's got the win con right there. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, he scaled too fast. We got him close, but he had way too much fucking bullshit. He had all sweepers and fucking total control shit. So, listen, I'm a little control-y, but he's like, I don't want you playing the fucking game. Control-y. He was like, no sirree, Bob. I don't want you doing nothing, man. I don't want you doing nothing. Hey, listen, can't win them all. Good game, though. Interesting. A little bit of give and take. Way more control-y than I'd like. And we didn't hit. Holy shit, man. This format is cooked. It's cooked, bro. It is fucking done, man. It is absolutely fucking done. Let's see if we can get it for number 6. Let's see if he puts down an island and plays a fucking pixie. Yep. There we go. He's gonna do it. I bet you he's gonna do it. I bet you more than anything he's gonna do it. I bet you. I bet you he's gonna run it. He's not. Pass. My turn. We'll try to put you down. This may be beans. I don't know. He's probably got a removal in his hand. Yeah, it's Rob Alchanty. It's the same deck. I guarantee. Yeah, it's the same deck. It's the hymns fucking. It's hymns bounce. It's absolutely hymns bounce. I guarantee it. It's gonna be 6 times in a row. Watch this. Watch this, guys. I guarantee you. This fucking format is cooked, dude. This format is fucking cooked, dude. It's absolutely fucking roasted. Alright. We have this. We have Spell Stutter. We're going to do this. If he wants to counter that, that's fine. I'm going to let him counter it. There we go. That's fine. I'm okay with you countering that. Get rid of that. We don't want that. Grab that. Draw. 2 spell stutters. I'm happy about that. I'm fine with that. I'm actually going to get rid of one of these long goodbyes. I'd rather counterspell him out. Okay. Doesn't look like he's doing what I think he's doing. We have a counterspell here in case he tries to make a big move again. He'll have to play 3. But 2 free mana, 2 plus each additional 1. Very nice. Do that. Draw. Discard 2 cards. Draw. Give you that. Swing in. Do that. Do that. Boom. 7. Bang. Boom. Okay. What's he gonna run now? Rabald Shanty. Out of there. Okay. I think Leo is saying that there's so many other things you could be doing aside from playing a boring ass draw lockout loop. Bro, it was 6. That fucking thing was. I'm trying to look at my games here, man. That was so many fucking games, dude. Okay, when did it start? I can view his deck list. No, okay, I'm sorry. Aberrant Oculus was not one. This one was That was an otter. So we played 1, 2, 3, 4. We did play 4. The one that we beat was actually the Oculus. We beat that one. He was not playing. He was playing Bounce, but he wasn't playing this town. He wasn't playing otters, whatever. Double self bounce for 2 is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know how. Hey, what's up, Magic the Not Fun Gathering? Ops goes first. I played Omniscience Reanimating, and I caught the Omniscience. I've been catching people. The only thing that's been saving me is these damn counter spells, bro. Like, that's how deep I gotta go into the fucking woods here. Is, oh, an actual normal deck, a bat deck. Okay. Alright, respectable. Respectable. Bat decks can scale out of control if you don't suppress them quick enough, but we'll see what happens. Jim Jam. Deep Cavern fucking value. Perfectly fine with that. He'll probably take, yeah, he'll take the removal. We'll do this. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a slow hand and bats come flying at you. No, I think it's just small guys. I think it's the self-mill small guys, which is, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's actually gonna, I'm actually gonna get to play Magic, so, you know, that's a good sign. The Reanimator's a little tough to deal with, especially right now, but if we can get our engine going, I think we can put enough pressure on him that it largely won't matter. He may have some removal here, though, which is I'm not looking forward to. Gatekeeper Malachar. Boom. Kicker. Boom. Gonna pay me for 1 right there. So we're gonna do profs. Draw. Undercity Sewers. Surveil. Monument to Endurance. Absolutely, we want that. Absolutely, we want that. We want to go in. Pop. We will discard an Undercity Sewers. We don't need it. Boom. Boom. Listen, I can tolerate having to deal with that deck every now and again. If you put me up against that deck 4 fucking times, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. That's just the long and short of it, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. If I have to play the same... Any deck, really. Any deck that you make me play 5 fucking times in a row, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Just off fucking principle alone. Because it's such shit. It's such fucking shit, man. I don't want to play the same deck 5 times in a row. Believe it or not. I don't think I can beat this. He's scaled too quick. I said I have a problem with scaling here. Let's do monuments. Boom. Let's do you. Boom. Discard. Let's get rid of the Sleep Curse Fang. Let's create a... Let's draw a card. Boom. Yeah, we have an issue with scaling, unfortunately. This deck flies at you. I don't even really give a shit about the current mono red. I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't fucking factor into my... It doesn't factor into my calculus here. The current mono red, I don't care. It's mono red. Mono red's not gonna lie to you, and mono red's not gonna waste your fucking time. It can be annoying. Again, if I play it 16 times in a row, I'm gonna be tired of it. But mono red is mono red, bro. I can know whether or not I'm gonna win or lose against mono red in fucking 1 minute. I don't think I'm not that mad at it, honestly. The mice is annoying. I'm more upset about Boros. Boros is harder to beat than mono red. Hey, what's up, Asmaran? Whoa, Black Betty. Asmaran. Whoa, Black Betty. Asmaran. Yeah, mono red is it is what it is. decks that take 30 minutes and you lose no matter what, then yeah, those are a lot more irritating. Yeah, it doesn't take 15 turns to kill you. Monterey can kill you on turn 4, turn 3 even. So. Alright, just give me normal decks, man. That's all I'm asking here. I go first. I got a slow hand here. If he takes 2 mills, I know he's onto some shit. I know he's on some shit if he takes 2 mills. 2 mills mean they're on some bullshit. White. Authority of the consoles. Authority solos. It's true. He gained a life there, which isn't great. Like recessional. Okay, so we do Cavern of Souls. We say Fairy, you, hit you, boom, pump. We will discard a Profs, and we will say each opponent loses 3 life. Boom. I have a feeling that he is going to play Sheltered by Ghosts here. I feel it in my bones. I'm playing in the Alchemy queue. The standard queue is basically unplayable unless you play Bounce. It's essentially just impossible to get anything done unless you play Bounce. Ooh, nice. Nice. Boom, boom. We're gonna do that. Boom. Gloomlake Verge, no, we don't need it. Each opponent loses 3 life. Boom. Boom. Draw. Italians. We'll get rid of you. Actually, we'll get rid of Profs. And we will draw a card. Sleeper's Fae. Okay. Alright, what's coming out next? Gonna take a hit there. 3 steps ahead is perfect for what I'm doing. Oof. Draw. We'll discard you. Boom. We'll say each opponent loses 3 life. Boom. Okay, and 3 steps is gonna stop whatever maniac shit he's got coming out next. Because I know he's got maniac shit coming out. I know he's got some maniac shit coming out. We gotta stop it. There you go. That's what we wanted to prevent. I knew he had some maniac shit, man. I knew he was on one. I could feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. And I'd been waiting for that moment for all my life. Oh, Lord. All right, last one. We've had some long games tonight, but they've been good. Aside from the fact that we had to play fucking Otter Bounce 50 fucking times. I'm never going to get over that, guys. I'm permanently scarred on my soul. On my soul, on my very essence, it's written on me. The fact that this game made me play fucking Otter Bounce 5 times in a fucking row. I'll never get over it. I'm never going to recover. I go first. I like that. I like going first. First is fun. Xanthas. Xantha Claus is coming to town. Alright. Man, it breaks my heart every time I see fucking blue. Okay, we're gonna put that down. We'll hold off on Malcolm. We may need to spell stutter. My turn. We'll flash. Okay. Boom. Boom. Faerie. Dream Thief. We'll drop one of these. We don't need as much removal. Gloom Lake Verge. Very nice. Surveil. Monument to Endurance. Absolutely. Boom. Draw. Drop. Okay, we hold that for the counterspell. Poisonous Snare. We're going to say counter target spell. Okay, very nice. We're going to say Monument. Draw, discard. Say each opponent loses 3 life. Boom. Day of Judgment. Very nice. Do this. Surveil. Talian's Messenger is a good one. We'll wait. What's he going to run here? Navigator. Okay. Okay. I'm fine with that. Let's do... Let's do this. This. Someone played at 88 playing UW Control who hates themselves and hates everyone else. Solemn Simulacrum. Very nice. Okay. Okay. We're going to discard profs. We're going to say each opponent loses 3 life. We're going to send them in. Pop. And we're going to hold steady. Because we got spell stutter and 3 steps ahead right here. We'll let it happen. Okay, so let's try Obira. Reflector Net. Spell Stutter. Sleep Fae. Draw. Got him. Sniped. Absolutely sniped. Beautiful sniper shot right there, guys. All right. Back in it. Snap back to reality. Up, there goes gravity. Up, there goes gravity. Okay. Fae has a little bit of juice in them. I'm not going to lie. They're a little bit, they got a little bit of gas in them. Wait, that means something different. They got a little bit of fuel in them, I should say that. Saying that they're gassy is a whole other thing. Not bad. I'm not mad at their performance. I'm more mad at the meta than I am at their performance. They're able to handle themselves quite well. Again, I wouldn't call it a control. I'd call it a tempo. We need to counter those big boy spells, those big hits that opponents does, and just kind of grind them down. Waste their resources, make them waste a turn, push pressure on them and keep going. And honestly, Talion's Messenger and Monument to Endurance, a couple of the things that you can run here, are very, very useful with everything else that we're doing. So I like it. It's a fun deck. I know we're not using too many AetherDrift, but Monument, being able to forcibly discard with Talions, the combo play, beautiful, especially when you're going with stuff like Malcolm, slowly draining him out. So it's a fun one, guys. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. It's not the end of the stream. It's just the end of the video. Good night.